I'm doing a video, this video, and this is part 1. We were all in this country. You see that data prices. When you are
Abysmal TikTok is here. His Excellency John Mahama on Sam George, Minister for Information. Obumi Omaswa Yeshipa. Omaswa Yeshi ama boys no. Boys in Chuma boss. We nyina ye data bundle prices. Nansemu. Or where data bundle price. In fact, ne bo cost ro pay even MTN. Made for you, Krano. Made for me bundle. That offer no kran daily offer no kabusia. And yes, over 15 cities for 2.3 gig. What I say? I know I shit. And I back here 204 on the campaign time. Sam George at their politics. As they will make sure say data bundle it will be affordable. But now, and my agency, it is social media. So in fact, Omugi come out to Mahama pa any honorable Sam George. I say, and yes, say, and only can't assemble. A high Penyah block media. Mess was any demo. Over like keep video and download subscribe button. So I click notification icon of the now better the wife and the mammy ever comment. She must also baswa. Not she will money or waswa. Not she will more for so any be ashe. Opemswan na say to the second. Kinslo was asking because I was now demo the 75th birthday 80 live streaming ebeba the birthday party no 90 ya bra enumre na yen celebrate tune for the birthday celebration no may live streaming if you don't miss it. Now let's go into the story. Obeki at 2024 yeko about no campaign time. Honorable Sam George oshebo pay ye oshebo na ba LGBTQ+ also Mahama de nzo ba obesan. Also, the data bundle prices ebeshebo. Data bundle price. I'm because I buy that in a tremono. Nisha share enye into data bundle go. Kwa ne kosro. Ama boys ne crying to me to data. Boys need to me to bundle. That time kwa zone bundle ewo hokakra. Na made for you office no na emogo. But some don't can say there be still data bundle board the boys need to me to. I remember that was one and not Vodafone cry ewo data bundle bia. Na 1 CD to 1 gig, 2 CDs to 2 gig. And ye Nansen ye Ebusianra ya umatwa da offer. Just an offer still no boys last year and ene ya mutu. I remember Vodafone. Now Vodafone made for you. I said almost special offer. Not Vodafone say made for you. No. 11 CDs to 7.5 gig. Later, eno better gig so ever that 7 gig. Eno mu 2 bonimu equal 12 CDs. Yeah, who is always a 12 every year out of nowhere, pine, and go through 18 CDs for that same 7 gig. Say, I'm looking say that same Vodafone offer. I'll bet through 24 CDs to 7 gig. Just say data bundle body. I feel quite higher west. Ajin semu. Nini na Sam George Eshebo. Now also the Minister for Communication and Information on the work access. Ese with team aye ni meyi. Ejama mo just say be. But shall almost share your campaign time. And you know who in the data bundle bo aye den papa esne said na etie na omigina so aye politics no. It go share me amount to the Mahama and Sam George Omaswa Yeshi amount for aye kebichire wo mu.
I'm doing a video, this video, and this is part 1. We were all in this country. You see that data prices. When if you're on MTN, the telcos in Ghana. I'm talking to the telcos in Ghana. MTN, you see data prices. You see services that they render. Telecom, you see data prices. You see the services that they render. Up to now, in my office, I face network challenges. More than months now. I pay for higher prices of data and I don't have good service. In this country, Ghana, during Nanado's tenure, I'm not a politician. I don't belong to any politics. I've not even voted. I've not voted before. I've not seen someone who is having that kind of intelligence yet. And I'm not going to insult anybody before I can make my submission. But I'm just going to fire directly to who is supposed to take care of things. We were in this country when Nanado was in office, and all of a sudden they took NCA, ordered MTN to take data bundle offers off, their service platforms. They took it off. The data zone. Very affordable. MTN, their services is widely, available to Ghanaians, their services is better. Quite better. Follow me, pay attention. We're in the country, NCA ordered MTN to take off the data zone bundle. Bro, at the time, you can get even 5 gig for some few cities. 2 gig, 3 gig, for just 3 cities, 4 cities, 5 cities thereabout. If I tell you the offer that MTN is giving me on the just for you services, it is very crazy. Now 90 gig or 92 gig is going for 400 cedis. Is it 400 cedis or almost 400 cedis on MTN? That 400 cedis, if you pay on Telecel, they are going to give you, 190 gig if it's not going to be on expiry, if it's on expiry, and if it's expiry, it's 200 gig. But the service is very bad. Now I cannot connect. I don't know how to show you. I have my PCs yet. I cannot connect internet. I have bundle. I've bought bundle. I cannot use internet. The fee is expensive. The services are abysmal. Very bad. Nanado and his government pulled that string. They reduced the prices of data zone. They even changed the offers. And they changed the offers to almost nothing. And the prices are still crazy there. Something that is going for maybe 3 point something gig, they have decreased it to 700 megabytes. To megabyte areas, like megabyte. I'm crazy. How can you do that? How can our kids in school access internet? How are they going to pay for that? How are we going to work online and contribute to the GDP of the country? I cannot use Telecel here. It's not working for so many days now. It's not working. Nanado have done this crazy job, and Yosulausu taking off the data zone and tagging MTN to be, is it SMP, and then scrapping their services, making it very small data offers, and the prices are crazy. Telecel that you are tagging MTN SMP for, so that you give some leverage to Telecel. They don't have quality service. Their services are very abysmal and nonsensical. You cannot use it. And you pay for crazy data bundles there as well. Now, that is the track record I'm giving you on this issue. This issue is very broad. This is all I can give you in this part 1. Part 2, NDC is now in power. My friend, my brother, okay, my brother, let me use this word, my brother from Ningo Pram Pram, Nate George Sam. You are now the communication minister for communication, whatever. We don't want chatting. When you were in opposition, you were chatting. No, you have the position. Now, NDC have been in government for 4 months. Can't you see what, how do you call him, Trump is doing in this country? Executive orders. We need an executive order, or else in the next 4 years. Now, this guy, Kwejo Sheldon, entered the conversation last year with Tekken Tree. It didn't go anywhere. And I think Sheldon has simmered down on the topic because people are trying to lash on his back that maybe we have a new government and maybe he's still trying to do. It's not agenda. I mean, Sheldon has tagged himself NPP. That is fine. I'm not here to talk about his affiliation. Okay? But what is right, irrespective of affiliation. We need data bundles, the cost for data bundles to be reduced, and we need quality services. That is all I am talking about here. We need it. We need it. So, Asantehene George, Minister for Communication, ordered the NCA to talk to whatever you guys have done there or they have done in the past. Now you are here. Please make changes. Let them correct this error in the system. Don't put so much burden on MTN in the name of taxing the MTN and all of those things. You cannot put burden on one company alone. Find brilliant ways to tax. If you are taxing, tax brilliantly. And don't let the burden come to the final consumer. We are not saying we don't want to pay taxes. We want to pay. But let the cost be fair. Tagging MTN SMP at the time they weren't even operating like SMP. Now you guys have made MTN really monopolistic in this country. Why? They are the only people who can offer us some better service. And you have skyrocketed the prices. We need a change, Asantehene George. We need a change to this. Yes, we need it. We don't need cheaper bundles on holidays. Even on holidays, we don't work on holidays. Nate. Mr. Nate, we don't work on holidays. Who works on holidays? I don't entertain myself. I don't have time for entertainment. I want to work. We need good data bundles. Price affordable. And this is I'm not warning anybody. It's a message that I'm sending. I'm adding my voice to this agenda. Let this travel, and I'll come back with part 2. I saw one thing that in an image, a thing that Traore said. Traore is intelligent. My name is Trader Nixon. I only work with intelligent people. I only listen to intelligent people. Bible says, if wisdom is too high for a fool, I'm not a fool. I only work with people who have wisdom. I applaud and I appreciate Traore for that. Traore says it is a revolution. It is not about democracy. And you see, if every African leader or any leadership in Africa would think like this, Africa will be set free in the space of 10 years. I am telling you, Africa do not need 100 years to dominate. They don't need that. They only need 5 to 10 years. Everybody should be thinking right. If everybody is supposed to be thinking like Traore right now, every leader, Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, South Africa, Tanzania, everybody, if everybody is supposed to be thinking like Traore right now, the African region will progress by far. It's a revolution. We don't have time for democracy. Democracy in Africa is nonsense. I'm telling you the truth. Democracy in Africa is nonsense. You can watch TV and see people do politics, and you see that they have gone to school, gotten degrees upon degrees, master's degree, PhD, and they are chatting nonsense on TV. Why? Because of politics. The person knows that they have performed abysmal in office or in their tenure, and the person is still chatting nonsense on TV as if nothing has happened. That is politics in Africa. Stupidity at its highest degree. Ghanaians, we don't even have a national agenda. Everybody comes and they cut their own budget and do their own things. Roads will be under construction. One president will come and never continue them. Power outages. Nonsense. All nonsense. We need a revolution. We need a leader who, Me, when a coup, I'm not vouching for a coup to come in Ghana, but when a coup comes, I don't care. If so long as the leader is sensible enough and having that level of intelligence to carry the country on to success, I don't care. So far as nobody will die in the coup, I don't care. So far as there wouldn't be civil war, I don't care. All I care about is that the leader will do what the civilians want them to do. I don't care. What are Africans even asking for? Ask yourself. I don't need the government to give me money. I have what I can eat. What I want the government to do is that after taxing me and after deploying our resources in this country, give me a better road, a good education system, give me better hospitals. Currently, Ghana's vice president is not feeling well. Flew her to outside the country for better health care. If that is done in the country, or if you have better facilities in the country, wouldn't that be so? During the period of flying here to for foreign care or something, and she passes away, isn't that a blast for the country? Don't you think we should have a good Atamil's pass the same thing, and Mr. Atta pass the same thing? This is the time for revolution in Africa. No nonsense. We fought for you, you come and do nonsense. You think we are not tired of this nonsense? We need a leader who is intelligent. No political stupidity here. Now, it is about revolution and not democracy. What has democracy given? What has democracy given us as Africans? What did we benefit from democracy? The revolution that Kwame Nkrumah was coming with was bigger than Ghana. I'm dropping some bombs here. Let me tell you something. At a point, Ghanaians hated Kwame Nkrumah. Some Ghanaians hated Kwame Nkrumah because of his agenda and his revolution that he was coming with. Because it was bigger than Ghana. It was bigger than Gold Coast. It was a continental dream. Started taking some of our resources, our monies, and using them in other African countries just to achieve it. And some Ghanaians didn't agree. That is fine. But the main dream and the vision of Kwame Nkrumah was the best thing to ever happen to Africa if it happened. It's about revolution. And the revolution that Traore is taking on, if it will affect other African regions, you will see what will happen in Africa.
What I say, I'm not for two man. What is your view on that? Do you believe say data man of war Ayɛka? And I say there be a politics and I'm on for a play. Share your experience with us. What I say, share your experience with us. And I say, oh, could this what the top band will look here in a boa. Now I saw the boys ever comment section. What I say, I know I saw the boys ever comment section. Try you want ever comment section. How you pay your block video.